how you keep your org charts up to date. Now, as we know, companies evolve, right? Companies hire, companies fire. Every year, there's typically a 15 or 20% either churn or hire rate at a company. How do you keep your org chart that you put together today updated in a quarter or 6 months, a year? So let's jump into that and see. So this is the latest feature we added on Chartloop. So I'm going to look here, first of all, at an org chart that I pulled for Zoom, right? The video conferencing company. And this is going to be in the IT field. So we could see here, right, there's the IT org chart for them, right, starting with their CISO all the way down to the desk level. I put here a little bit of an account plan, who I want to reach out to, a few managers, somebody who their head of product security is already our champion there. Now, if I look at when this chart was created, it was created here, I can see on the top on January 12th. But how do I update this? Now, Zoom is a great example of this, right? So if we look at their LinkedIn page quickly, right, we see Zoom has almost 5,000 employees, but a year ago, they were half of this, right? They were about 2,000 people. I can see here the insights. This is a free account, but if you're on a recruiter or sales nav, you see that they've grown over 100% a year. Their stock also has gone up, right? This is a fun fact, it's gone up from $73 a year ago to almost 400, right? So they're doing really well, which is hyper growth. But then as an enterprise seller or as a talent person, how do I keep on top of things? So obviously, going to their career section, seeing what's happening, right? So I can gain some intel and insights, maybe what they're going to hire for is critical, maybe some other sources like your 10K. But then we've introduced a massive update here to Chartloop. So now you can choose exactly how frequently to update every org chart. So if I go here in the corner and this little switch, I have an option of the update option. So I can choose to update it every quarter, monthly, every 6 months. And then the org chart will be updated accordingly, and I'll be seeing exactly everybody who's there, everybody who's left, removed, and so on. Down the line, we'll also be adding some more features around retaining if you make changes, like edits, like I have here, like an account plan around it, like who I'm contacting, color coding. So you're going to have options of having several copies. So that is in terms of updating. A last update that we've also pushed in the last month I want to share with you is importing data. So you can run an org chart. Chartloop will run the data and create it for you, but you could also bring in your own data. So let's go here to a different account example. This is a startup, right, called PickTrace. So to import information, I go here down the bottom where I could also export, but I'll press on the import button, and then I'm prompted to import a CSV, right? This is the basic fields are name, job title, location. Optional ones are image or link, right? But I could just do the first three and then it will run that. So now I'm going to import now here a CSV, which has kind of mixed data for this company, Chartloop, PickTrace, and then it's gonna choose specifically the people in whatever department I want to run. So I specify what department I want this to be in. So let's say I'll specify engineering. So let's say there's 30 people in that spreadsheet, and then let me call this engineering 3, and it will run this data, and I will have here a board, right? So this is going to be a board within that company of data that I've imported for them, right? So here we go. I can see here I have here a bunch of people, head of engineering, a few engineers report into them, and that is the way to import data. The other option is also to do individual people. You could right-click and then add a person, or you could also do this on a block. If I go into a block, right-click, edit block, and then I can add another person. So those are a couple of other options of doing individuals, but this is for doing bulk. You can do, right, hundreds or thousands of names, no limitations here. So those are the two things. The other thing we've added is our content and knowledge center. So if you click on this here, we'll take you to our beautiful a YouTube page, so I invite you to check it out. Some great tutorials here, some great interviews with some sales and recruiting leaders. Subscribe. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions or thoughts, and we'd love to know what you think. Have a good one.